Did you know that 95% of sales happen after your sales professional has attempted 6 times to contact your prospect? That's why follow-up is so important. But there's a fine line between being persistent and being a pest. And if you're a business professional, you know better than to make empty follow-up calls saying, anything new, or is there something we can do for you? These calls will fail because they offer nothing of value. It's essential for each follow-up message to offer the recipient a reason to continue their relationship with you. In this video, I'll cover 10 ideas that you can choose from, because it takes more than a smile and product knowledge to succeed. Follow-up is all too important. Here are a few tips to use your own follow-up strategy. First, commit to timely follow-up. For example, follow up with everyone you visited on a given day. Don't let that follow-up, pile up. Follow-up works best when it's fresh in their and your memory, and they remember who you are. Also, follow-up needs to be consistent. As with any marketing strategy you choose, if you don't do it on a regular basis and instead do it haphazardly, then that's what you'll get in return: haphazard results. Remember that follow-up is about building a relationship. And if people hear from you a couple of times and then not for a few months, they are not going to get a warm and fuzzy feeling about you. Consistently following up shows people that you value them and that you're reliable. Also, you should organize your time and keep up your momentum. Plan a time each day that you'll make your calls, send emails, or follow-up notes. Put your follow-up activity in your day timer or contact management system. I personally like to use Outlook, and I may snooze a task several times. But my goal is to complete every task before I leave for the day. Set a goal. Challenge yourself to get 1 appointment each day from your follow-up calls, and you'll watch the business start rolling in. Also, vary your delivery methods. Incorporate email, telephone, mail, fax, and text to provide variety in how you connect with people and grab their attention. Different methods will keep people intrigued. You should also use a contact management system. The most effective way to manage your follow-up is on the computer, whether it's in Outlook, Act, or some other software. This allows you to have all your notes in one place and a regular reminder system to keep calling. Be a standout. I highly recommend shopping your competitors to see what they're doing to stand out from the crowd. I know of one company located across the street from the beach that sends little bags of sand with a business card attached to all their prospects. Another sales professional I know sends a lottery ticket with a note saying, "Thanks a million for our meeting." You should be creative. For example, does your prospect have a dog? If he does, invite him to your next yappy hour. You should use the information you glean from your prospect as a way to continue your follow-up long term without feeling or looking like a pest. Customize and personalize. In today's high-tech world, it's so refreshing to get something that's one of a kind. Make sure you refer to something you talked about or had in common with your prospect in your follow-up letter or email. Whatever you do, don't send a generic, emotionless follow-up note. And include a PS at the bottom just to warm it up. Remember that gratitude wins every time. Think about the last time someone expressed gratitude or appreciation towards you. Was it in person, on the phone, via email, or maybe you received an unexpected thank you card? Think about how this small act of gratitude made you feel. This is the same feeling you create with your customers when you appreciate them. For example, offer free training at their premise. If they liked your initial meeting and what you discussed, they'll love a tailored workshop. Invite them to attend your web seminars, speaking engagements, and public seminars. Not only will they learn something, they'll more likely perceive you as a subject matter expert. Send congratulations, both personal and professional. That's why it's useful to learn another's birthday party, and to notice their career promotions. You should invite potential clients to social events, mixers, and your company's outings. If you plan to have a good time, you can win new business by sharing the fun. Consider sending a link to a relevant blog or online news story. The prospect may already know the news, but they'll appreciate that you thought of them. Distribute a case study that analyzes an actual situation that the person you are pursuing can relate to. Send a checklist that the other person can keep on hand, such as 10 things to do after a traffic accident. Consider publishing a Biggest Mistakes newsletter, recounting cases and transactions where a disaster happened to someone like your target. For example, topics like how a local company went bankrupt, or lessons learned from bad managers and executives. And ask your customer or prospect to rate themselves against your customer's best practices. People love quizzes, and any prospective customer will appreciate a one-page list of policies and procedures that your most successful current customers are using, and which gives them a chance to score themselves against your current customers. Give a GOT. What's a GOT? A GOT is a gesture of thoughtfulness. I once knew someone who, when delivering documents to his client, always brought along several coffee cakes that he had baked for all the staff and clerical personnel. Remember, before you undertake any marketing initiative, step one is to plan what the follow-up steps are and who will take them. What you do after the first meeting is more important than the initial meeting. Be sure to follow up in a meaningful way that makes the other party want to have more contact. The new customers will come after your initial meeting.